Okay, so I'm back again, family. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? And I got my plants here. I kind of came over into the shade to get away from some of this sunlight because it's a lot of it. We're getting into that season. So I remember telling you guys about trimming the dead leaves and just kind of cutting around them. And so like places like this where we have something, just anything that you see is dead, it can cause disease on the plant. So you want to get that off and get as much of that off as possible. Like we have this leaf right here. And see, what I do is I just take and I just trim it off. I just cut off that little bit right there. I just cut it off. Real delicate because you gotta remember your plant it's very delicate. And so I just cut that on off. This one right here, I'll just go ahead and just snip from there. And just get that off. And see, we don't need anything dead because we have, if you can see right here, we're gonna have a flower come from there. And we're gonna have one come from here. And these will bear the fruit of our watermelons. So we're going to do the same thing here. And see, being that so much of this one is already dead and it's been trimmed before, you can kind of tell. You can kind of tell when they've already been trimmed beforehand. Like you can tell. Because I actually bought these in a premature state when they were first starting to grow. And so I guess this branch had already been there and someone has already trimmed that off. But it's still continuing to die. So therefore, this is one of those things where we would just kind of simply just, cut that off. We don't want any disease going to this plant and the plant wasting energy. Excuse me, I'm trying to focus here. We're wasting energy on repairing in certain areas. It needs to be focusing on bearing the fruit. And that is it. So we got one more that's right here. It's kind of damaged. I'm going to trim around that as well. So let's see if I can't get it where y'all can see what I'm doing here. Come up a little closer. All right, so right here, I'm going to just take and trim off what you see, that brown crusty stuff right there. It's got to go. And also on the end here, it's got to go. And see, and really, had I been really looking at it, I would have had to took that off simply because it's dead all the way up to here. That's gone. Everything else you're just going to kind of pick off. You're not going to let anything cause disease to this plant. That is the main goal, is keeping off any disease. Protect the plant. Again, she's very delicate, and you just want to kind of go in between here and kind of groom as well. So you're really trying to just basically keep the maintenance up on the plant. And the more you do this, the less this plant has to focus on the non-important things, and it can actually grow. I usually use sharper scissors than these, like my kitchen scissors. I use them at home, but like same scissors you like cut your meats with. I kind of use those because they're sharp and they get it done. All right, so I'm wipe my face off again. I'm just pouring sweat out here. It is sweltering, but these plants have to get maintained. So I'm trying to get it out the way. So that looks a lot better, guys. And I actually I have watered her. I watered her prior to me doing any trimming. So she's already been watered. And let's see, I see another leaf right here. I'm going to go ahead and pluck that off. So remember, again, I told you just take it and pinch it, because you don't want to tear anything. Again, you want the plant to focus on bearing fruit and not having to heal from certain traumas. So that's that. Alrighty, so then we'll go to our next one right here.